Hi BookTube, my name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with a really fun video. This is going to be the first in a series that are going to come out over the course of the next couple months. So this is the first one, and this is in conjunction with the Harlequin publicity team. So I am sort of a member, if you will, of the publicity team. I'm not sure what you would call me. I'm a publicity team cheerleader. I'm a Harlequin cheerleader. You guys know I love my category romance books. So I signed up for some blog tours. And essentially what those are is they curate, there's 4 separate tours, and they curate upcoming titles over the next few months. So these are November, December, and January releases. So like end of November, end of December, end of January releases. And they put them together kind of in groupings. So there's 4 different groupings. And each one has 6 books, and they're, of course, the groupings are themed, right? And so essentially, those of us who are part of the blog tour, people are going to post excerpts on their like actual blog or Instagram posts or what have you. I decided, because this is my medium of choice, I love doing these videos for you guys. What a great way for me to highlight some new Harlequin books coming out. So all 4 of my blog tours are going to be videos for you guys where I'm going to highlight all 6 of the books. I'm going to talk about what they're about, let you know some information about them and stuff. So I am very, very excited about this video and the ones to come. So there'll be 2, there's this one now, there'll be 2 coming out in December and 1 in January. So stay tuned for those ones. And yeah, I am super, super excited. So yay. So this is the Investigator blog tour. And as you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, I love the romantic suspense books. I love the intrigue. I love the Harlequin romantic suspense. I love the love-inspired suspense. And those are the 3 lines that are kind of encompassed within this video, or within this tour, if you will. So there are 6 books here that I am going to be sharing with you guys, and I'm going to do these in order of release date. So let's jump in and talk about them all. So the first book I want to share with you comes out on November the 30th. It is a love-inspired suspense novel, and it's called Christmas Vendetta by the always fantastic Valerie Hansen. I am a big fan of Valerie Hansen's writing. She is fantastic. Love her stuff. So let me just read for you guys at the back of the book. Is she a mistaken target or next on the enemy's hit list? Sandy Lynn Forrester's Christmas holiday takes a terrifying turn when someone breaks into her home and attacks her roommate, thinking it's her. But no one believes that an imprisoned man from Sandy Lynn's past is behind the attacks, except for her high school heartbreak ex-cop, Clay Danforth. Can she trust Clay to keep her safe in the Ozark wilderness long enough to stop a ruthless criminal's vengeance? Does that not sound great? Oh my gosh. So for those of you who are participating in the Cloak and Dagger readathon in December, I believe Kate Howe is hosting it. I'll leave a link to her video below, because some of these books would be just perfect for that. This is one that I think would be really good. I mean, like, come on. It just sounds so fantastic. I just love a second chance romance with that element of suspense in there. Yes, this one is definitely on my list. The next book I want to share with you comes out on December the 28th, and this is a Harlequin romantic suspense novel, and we have His to Defend by Sharon C. Cooper. She's a newer author to Harlequin. His to Protect, I think, was her first book, and it was quite good. So this one I'm very much looking forward to. So again, I'm going to read you the back of the book. A romantic reunion threatened by their past. Amina Kelly broke Sergeant Maxwell Layton's heart when she married his best friend. But the detective never forgot her or the sizzling attraction they never acted on. Years later, when Maxwell and Amina work together to find her ex's killer, Maxwell finds his desire for the nurse stronger than ever. Oh, I love that she's a nurse. As he puts his life on the line to keep her safe, Maxwell realizes that the greatest risk of all might be his heart. Another second chance. Oh, I love it. And married his best friend. Like, very interesting. So, yeah, that one sounds really good. Again, she is a newer Harlequin author, but her stuff is fantastic. The romantic suspense books are always a delight. Definitely check this one out. Next up is a Harlequin intrigue novel. This one also comes out on December the 28th, and it's Little Girl Gone by Amanda Stevens. Amanda Stevens has been writing for intrigue forever, it feels like. I have books written by her on my shelves from well more than a decade ago. I mean, her stuff is wonderful, and I highly recommend that you check her out. So let me read you the back of this one. Nothing matters more to her when a child's life is at stake. Special Agent Thea Lamb returns to her hometown to search for a child whose disappearance echoes a 28-year-old cold case, her twin sister's abduction. Working with her former partner, Jake Stillwell, Thea must overcome the pain, doubt, and guilt that have tormented her for years and denied her a meaningful relationship. For both Thea and Jake, the job always came first, until now. I just love the intrigue books. I really, really do. So just before I continue on, I just wanted to stop here. For those of you who might be new to the romantic suspense lines from Harlequin, I kind of wanted to give you guys a very quick breakdown of the differences between them. Because I get a lot of questions because I talk a lot about category romance here on my channel. And of course, my best friend Brie and I host the podcast, the Categorically Romance podcast, what the difference is between these lines and why, I know the question gets asked a lot, why they don't put together intrigue and romantic suspense into one line. Now, love-inspired suspense is kind of an animal onto its own. It is Christian fiction. So it stays in its own lane, and they're wonderful books. I really, really love that they are faith-based, which is, I think, wonderful, especially when you're talking a suspenseful type setting. People of faith are going to rely, of course, on that faith in time of crisis. And those books are fantastic for that. Now, as for the intrigue and the romantic suspense, the difference between the two, it's subtle, but it's there. So with intrigue, the intrigue comes first. So the case or the mystery or whatever happens to be happening is kind of the main plot of the story. Woven into that story is the relationship, is the romantic element of the story. Most of these books are a much lower heat level. I don't know if that's changing now. We've been talking with a lot of intrigue authors, Katie Richards, Denise N. Wheatley. I talked to Julianne Lindsay, and I don't know whether they're allowing a bit more heat into those, but most of those books are behind closed doors love scenes. Romantic suspense, again, it's a different animal onto its own. The romantic suspense novels, the romance comes first. Then whatever the mystery is comes in second. So it's like the romance is driving the plot, whereas the mystery is also there. And these are a higher heat level. I am reading one right now, and they are great. I love them. But that's the difference. So if you're standing in the store and you're like, here's the intrigue, here's the romantic suspense, which do I want? This is how I remember. Romantic suspense, it's called romantic suspense. The romance comes first. With intrigue, it's the intrigue that kind of drives the plot. So just a little complete side note for you guys in case you're curious. I hope that helped. If you have any questions, please post them below and I'll do my very best to answer them. The next book I want to talk about also comes out on December 28th, and it's a love-inspired suspense novel. And this is Buried Cold Case Secrets by Sammy A. Abrams. This, I believe, is a new author. I am very excited to try their books out. Oh, and as a complete other note that I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, the Harlequin publicity team sent me e-arcs of all of these books. So thank you so much to them. I am super excited to get to all of them soon. So let me read you the back of this one. Recovering her missing memories could be the key to solving a murder. Searching for her best friend's remains could help forensic anthropologist Melanie Hutton regain her memories of when they were both kidnapped. Unless the killer gets to Melanie first. For her safety, Melanie must rely on Detective Jason Cooper, who still blames her, for his sister's death. Can Jason set the past aside and solve the cold case murder and shield Melanie from the same fate? Ooh, so her best friend and his sister. Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? Oh, I've of course read the back of these books all already. I'm very excited about all of them, but it's still, these just sound so good. Love these, and I'm very excited about checking out a new to me author. And the next book I want to share with you comes out on January 25th. This is another romantic suspense, which, as we all know now, everybody, romance comes first. This is one that I am almost done reading. I have it, the e-arc on my Kindle. And this is Undercover Canine Cowboy by Addison Fox. So even though I've been reading this one, I just think it's easier for me to read you the back, because if not, I'm just going to go off and just rave about this book, because guys, this book has been fantastic. I have loved this one so much. So a by-the-book Fed goes rogue for justice. To stop the drug epidemic ravaging Midnight Pass, FBI agent Ryder Durant reluctantly takes matters into his own hands. Poised to set a trap at Reynolds Station, he has to contend with Ardeen Reynolds, who prefers Ryder's canine to the Fed protecting her family. The dog in this book, Murphy, is just an absolute delight. As Ryder and is it Ardeen? It's Ardeen. My apologies. Embers spark into flame, and those flames are dangerous as the crime ring is lurking too close to home. This one is so, so good. So this is actually the 4th in the series. It is the Midnight Pass series. I have not read the previous 3, guys. No way lost. No way at all. I mean, you're meeting her brothers, who all had their books prior. The 3 brothers were the previous 3 books. And of course, they all ended up in relationships. So you're meeting their spouses, so you know who they end up with. But the thing is with romance, and this is what I always say about romance novels, that the couple that you meet at the beginning of the book is the couple that's going to end up together at the end of the book. It's the journey that you're there for. So even if you know who they end up with, it really doesn't matter. It's not like a big spoiler or anything like that. So yeah, this one is really good. Like I said, I love the dog in this story. He's just so charming and delightful. And yeah, and talking about a higher heat level, I just passed that part in the book, and woo. Yeah. Great job, Addison Fox. Great job. And the last book that I want to share with you guys also comes out on January the 25th, and it is an intrigue novel. And we have The Operative's Last Stand by Juno Rushdan. Read her books before. I really, really like her work. Fantastic. Do check this one out. A kill squad is closing in. Now this team leader must risk everything for answers. Barely escaping CIA mercenaries, ex-agent Hunter Wright is after the person he thinks targeted his ops team, Topaz, for treason. Deputy Director Kelly Russell is still the one woman he can't resist, but she believes Hunter went rogue. Now she's his only shot at getting the answers they need. Can they trust each other enough to save Topaz and each other? Sounds so good. So again, the suspenseful part comes first. Don't get me wrong. When I say that, there is still a great, great romance in the intrigue books. But it's like their romance is so well interweaved within the actual mystery itself. They're fantastic. I have always been a huge fan of the intrigue books for a long, long time. They are, if I had to pick a favorite line, they'd be up there in the top 5 or 12. How many lines are currently being published? 11, 12. They're in the top 12. But no, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know how much I love the intrigue books. So yeah, highly, highly recommend this one. So anyway, guys, that is it for this video today. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know, are you going to put any of these on pre-order? I highly recommend that you put all of them on pre-order. And yeah, if you want more information, I will link below to the Goodreads page for each of the books. So then you can go ahead and get them from your retailer of choice, pre-order them if you want. And yeah, until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.